The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions.
Hello everybody, and welcome to our new location for another episode of Tokucast Reviews.
Yes, if you are on our Patreon, you would have seen this last week. You should go to our Patreon and donate to us out of the goodness of your heart.
Allison did comment, and she likes the new part. No, she likes your new place.
That's all.
As do we.
We like having so much more room.
We have a lot of space now. We're not backed into the corner.
Yeah.
Nope. And we have lights.
We have actual studio lights now. You can also see that on the behind the scenes.
Yeah. So, what are we reviewing today, Marcus?
Oh, the joy that we get to feel while we review the shows that we get to review today. We are doing, Garo. These are Gero side series.
Zero shows.
Yes, there are Zero's shows. Zero Black Blood and Zero Dragon Blood.
Say zeros shows 5 times fast.
Zero shows, zero shows, zero shows, zero shows, zero shows, zero shows.
You kind of fucked up a little bit there.
Close enough.
That's what tongue twisters do to you, man.
Yep. Anyway,
And after this, we have...
so which one are we starting with?
We have 2 more seasons?
Of Garo?
No, we have 3. And then we have some other movies because they
we
just
doing-
released Decades movie.
We're doing the anime seasons of Garo?
We probably are, but no one wants us to do season 2 because it's shite.
You'd think they'd want us to do it because it's terrible.
It's
Yeah,
I think that's why
kinda
they'd want us
That's
to do that.
kind of how our fan base works. Do something because it makes you suffer.
Yeah.
so
That's how a lot of fan bases are, let's be
Sure.
honest.
True.
pain.
People like suffering.
But yeah,
Also, anybody who watches the Nerd and Not Twitch streams knows exactly what that is for, but I won't say anything right now.
alright. So to start off with, we're doing Zero Black Blood. And we're going to end up doing this like we did our Kamen Rider Kiva ones.
AKA shows we really don't like that much.
Speak for yourself.
He liked the Black Blood. I didn't like either.
I thought Black Blood was pretty good.
I
I
thought
thought-
Black Blood was okay.
I thought it was better than Dragon.
Lots of things are
They're
better than Dragon.
It's true.
So,
Side characters will...
A swift kick in the
Dragon.
balls is probably better than Dragon Blood because it's
Ooh.
over quicker.
Side things will drag.
yeah.
Down.
But let's start with Black Blood.
Now, this show stars a Tokuger.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Tokyu Sango, played by Riria Baba, is in Zero Black Blood.
Mhm.
So that's fun.
Didn't we watch this as Tokuger was airing?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I did not. This is my first time watching.
I was like, it's so weird seeing her like this. Alright, so things we liked in this show.
All the characters.
Characters were okay.
I liked the characters in the show.
I honestly did. I didn't hate them.
I liked.
I honestly did not hate them. I liked the villain.
I love the villain in the
Villain's
show.
fucking terrifying.
Villain's great in the show.
Yeah.
I love the.
You're outnumbered.
I love the structure in this show. I love how it's short. It's only 6 episodes.
True.
It's all killer, no filler. It feels like a 3-hour movie. It literally feels like a miniseries. It feels like a 3-hour movie as opposed to a 6-episode series. It's good to watch in one go. It's not perfect by any means, but I really enjoyed this one.
Which is good. Marcus hated it.
I did not like this show.
Really?
At all.
Oh my goodness.
I felt like it went on too long.
It's 6 episodes.
6 episodes. Dragon Blood will talk about going on too long.
True. But
It's only 6. Here's the thing. It did not focus on any other monsters really aside from the main villain, and I love that.
yeah.
It kept all of its characters in focus.
It
And
it
I like
absolutely
that.
did that. And one thing I always enjoy is that the villain. Sometimes there are too many villains that you can't take seriously. I was kind of terrified of this.
This dude's friggin' creepy.
Like, I love the premise of it. And I do like the villain, although he has some weird lines. Some of his ones in English.
His English delivery is kind of stilted, but his Japanese delivery is wonderful.
And I don't think that's a problem
And
with
if you haven't seen the show, the lead villain is played by a Caucasian actor.
Yeah.
So
It's not his fault that the lines are as stilted as they are.
Yeah.
It's just the way that they're written.
Yeah,
And the way that
because-
he's directed.
it's written by a Japanese person. It was probably written in Japanese and then literally translated. You see this in Persona all the time.
Sleep in
Es-
the embrace of my feathers.
Especially
I'm saying,
in their songs is mainly what I'm talking about.
it hurt me when he said
Did
that.
it?
Sleep in the embrace of my feathers. I was like,
It's more
that sounds incredibly cheesy, and I would
It's
much
probably
rather.
because it is incredibly cheesy.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it would have been better if you would have kept that one in Japanese and just not done anything with it. It would have sounded honestly better just because of the way that the sentence structure is.
He's a good actor, so I think if he delivered it in Japanese, it would have been better. And if delivered in a different way in English, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But
I can understand why you think it's cheesy, but it did not bother me as much.
It took me out a couple of times when he said it. I'm sitting here like, oh. And I love, the couple of times that he and Zero/Ray spoke, because Ray Fujita, the actor, speaks French.
speaks French a couple times in the show, which kind of threw me off.
He grew up in France for part of his life. So he speaks like Japanese,
The
French, and
the
English.
character or the actor?
The actor.
Oh, okay. That's
He speaks
cool.
like Japanese, French, and English. So it's
What is with Japanese actors and knowing so many different goddamn languages?
because he didn't live in Japan all of his life.
Ninja Black, Bosco.
He's from America. Bosco is Japanese, and I think he actually grew up in Japan. He just
knows English.
He's just smart.
it's great following him on Twitter.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Shoji.
But I think the actor who plays the main villain in the show is an incredible actor, and I'm so glad he was given a chance to shine in main canon Garo. I think in a later season.
I don't know if it's the same actor.
I could have sworn it was the same actor. The Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I knew exactly who you were talking about, but I don't think it's the same guy.
Could have sworn it was him. Because how many other goddamn Caucasian actors?
He is in the next one. He's in The Flower.
Could have sworn he was the.
He's
star.
in season 4.
Yeah, he's the star-obsessed serial killer.
Yeah, in season 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which.
He was also in Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we're gonna gloss the fuck over that.
And
But yeah,
Valkyria Chronicles 4.
This guy can play creepy so well.
He's very good at playing creepy.
Yeah.
He's very good at playing creepy.
He kind of looks like Guy Pearce. Did anyone else think he looked like Guy Pearce a little bit? It's the similar. He has a very pronounced face with like very slanted, angular features that give him kind of a villainous look.
Yeah. Another thing in this show,
Thane Camus is his name, so good job to you, sir.
we're back to not using CGI for the suits all the time.
Yay!
And I like that we get to see some practical suits, but the CGI in the show I thought was very, very good.
It's a lot better than season 3.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Most things are.
PS2 is better than season 3.
Also true.
What he said.
So yeah, I'm glad. I think it was this one when we first watched it in college, and he first transforms into suit, and it's practical, and
I'm pretty sure it's this one because
he freaked the fuck
I was
out.
in my room when this happened. Either that or I was just coming in, and I hear him go, "It's a suit! It's a real suit! It's a suit!"
Because we just came off of season 3.
You did.
And I'm just like, this is painful to watch because CGIs on those suits just looked awful. Here, it's a mix of practical and special effects, so it just looks that much better.
I thought the CGI across the board in the show was pretty good.
Yeah, it was definitely
I thought
better.
it was very good.
The storyline is okay.
I thought the story was fine in this one.
I thought the story was okay. Yeah, I
like the cult. I did.
The cult aspect was cool.
The cult aspect I really liked. It did kind of make me laugh though. At one point, I was like, "Oh, goths and normal people living together at last," because that's kind of what it looked like on the surface.
And then the horrors were randomly selecting one of them to eat. Also, Kamen Rider Raya's in this.
Is he the guy with the Hawaiian shirt? Is that him? Yeah,
him.
I thought that was.
It took me a second to recognize him because I'm sitting here like the last time I saw him was in he came back in Orb Chronicle.
Yeah,
And
Origins.
Yeah, he's a lot thinner in this season of Garo.
Yeah.
And they're like a year apart, so I was just like, that was just a weird.
He slimmed down.
Yeah,
it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. They just have a list of actors they like to reuse.
That's a lot of directors.
Yeah.
Him especially.
Yeah.
He has his muses.
I did not like EU. I did not like her mother. Like the mother EU.
You mean Yuna?
Yuna's mother EU.
Yeah.
I did not like her plotline.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Something about it, like, I'm just saying here, like, I don't know, for some reason it just felt contrived. And I didn't like that.
I think I can understand why you think that, but it doesn't bother me as much because I was being entertained.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the way it ended.
Yeah.
The conclusion of that whole thing was kind of like I want to use the word depressing for the conclusion of that storyline. She just because the mother just kind of gives up and gets eaten by Ring in his monster form, which I gotta say, the monsters designs in this pretty good.
Although I was very unimpressed with
throughout both of these shows.
I was very unimpressed with Ring's monster.
Really? I thought it was okay.
Because it was just a bigger horror.
It was just a bigger horror, but I think that's all it needed to be.
I was like, this could have been...
I mean, he's no Garo.
No.
So he doesn't get giant shirtless ladies.
Yeah, he does.
Not as much.
They were still kind of there.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about EU I just didn't like. There were a lot of things in this show I'm just like... And I didn't like the Makai Priest.
I liked him.
He annoyed me.
It was a nice contrast between him and Zero and Yuna. I thought there was a nice contrast. I liked their interplay. He wasn't useless.
He wasn't useless by any stretch.
That was a big thing for him. Neither him nor Yuna were useless. They had things that they could fight and do on their own.
It's a valid point.
And that is a huge win for me.
True.
Speaking of fighting and doing your own, Yuna, her fight choreography in this is subpar. And it's weird seeing Zero fight.
I don't know that I agree with that.
By himself.
In comparison to what we know Garo shows are capable of, I can kind of see where you're coming
but again,
from.
comparing this to Dragon Blood, she's leagues ahead of some of the actors in that.
Yeah.
And I think the worst out-of-suit fighter in this is Thane Camus.
Yeah.
I think he's the worst out-of-suit fighter in this. When he finally gets that sword at the end, and he and Zero are getting ready to fight each other, immediately it's like he's moving really slow. And you can tell because, what's his name? Rei Fujita, who plays Zero, he is an incredible out-of-suit fighter.
Yeah, he is.
You can tell when it's just him fighting someone or when he's fighting someone who is at his same skill level. He's moving really fast and really good. And
like when he fought Garo in season 1.
Yeah, how many times did we rewatch that fight?
It's such a good fight scene. It's such a great... That fight scene between him and Garo in the mansion and then through the city, quality. But
not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah. And I end up saying that about Viria / Yuna as well, because I'm just like, when you see Zero fight her, he has to slow down so much.
Not as much as he does with Thane, though.
Yeah, but it's
nowhere near as much as he did with Thane.
It still brings me out of it. Because there are like significant pauses in the movements. And I
didn't get that as much. I didn't get that.
It's something I pay attention to a lot. Because I'm so
I got that much more with the fight with Ring.
Fair enough.
I'm just so much more used to, especially the first 2 seasons of Garo, where the fights are a lot quicker.
Well, the first 2 seasons of Garo, I think they had a much better job with casting actors who were much more physically capable of doing this.
Yeah.
And
Thane Camus is an actor. He is not a fighter.
Yes.
So I'm just like, you can definitely tell that. But yeah. That's basically my feelings on Black Blood. It's not the worst for me, but it's definitely not the best either. It's
for a first time go at a miniseries in Garo like this. I think it could have been so much worse.
It could have been so much worse.
It could have been Dragon Blood.
It could have been better. It could have been worse. What we got, I'm happy with it, and I would.
Me too.
I would absolutely recommend Black Blood.
I would recommend Black Blood, especially if you're a fan of Zero and Garo. So,
which I am. I love Zero. And neither one of these shows bring it down, like, at least for him.
They don't bring Zero down.
No.
My opinion of Zero is still that he's a great character, and I think Black Blood especially, what with his interplay with Yuna and I forget his name, but the other Makai priest, and his Kane, thank you, and his rivalry with Ring. I really like the way he deals with other characters in that show.
Also, can we just talk about what's the Caucasian actor's name again?
Thane Camus.
Yeah. Can we talk about his suit? And I mean like his
white suit. Oh my god!
It's
them some duds, boy.
I want that suit.
That is a good suit.
He looked like Steve Harvey on a good day.
The fucking detail on this suit in the lapel.
He is dressed to the nines.
Sleeve.
It's a great suit.
His shoes too. The metal plated, really pointy shoes.
I'm just like, I need those just to tell people to get the hell out of my way.
He looks like he walked off the set of Yakuza.
Yeah.
The video game. And he looks great.
Let's just give love to all the costume designers and costumers in this show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want Koga's coat.
You want all the coats in this fucking show.
They're good coats.
They are very good shows.
They look comfortable.
They look comfortable
I can walk in them.
And badass.
Yeah.
So,
and when you're in your fight scene, they're always swishing around, blowing in the wind.
no matter how bad the plot is, no matter how bad the choreography is, goddamn, they look good.
Yes, they do.
Wizard's
a great example.
Now, let's move on to the... You know what? I can move into this corner really quickly. Just to give myself a little bit more space.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like because I'm going to be moving my hands a lot more. So, let's talk... I hate you both.
Right here, buddy.
Yeah.
Too bad that's getting cut.
Let's go ahead and bring this down because we're talking about Gero.
Garo, baby dragon.
0 dragon blood.
Yay.
This is like...
This show is awful.
I have so much more room to do this now.
You do? That's right.
It's like the epitome of when you have bad side characters, it makes the show terrible.
Yep. Especially when the side characters won't leave.
They won't leave. They're
wizard.
It's also yeah.
What was his name? Shunpei?
Friggin' Shunpei. Oh my god.
We digress. Dragon Blood.
The show.
I almost think Shunpei is better than the girl in this show.
We're gonna talk about her in a second. We're gonna leave. We're gonna hold on because this show.
Take that.
Because friggin' hell.
Put it in the bucket.
This
we'll
show.
grab it later.
We're gonna seal it for eternity.
No, we gotta grab it later.
We recognize the guy who was like the hotel butler.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Kabuto in that doctor episode.
Okay.
He was the doctor, and he's in a couple of other things, so I'm just like, you're just in everything, and I love that about
I will say this, I like the very beginning of this show.
The very beginning
beginning of the first episode was kind of an effective setup.
With the haunted hotel?
The haunted, quote-unquote,
the horror
massive air quotes. I guess infested would be a better word.
Yeah.
But then we end up getting, speaking of which, that hotel looked old but nice. It had like that.
I got kind of a Shining feel from it.
Yeah.
Just because of that one hallway when he's going through.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's older, like the wall lights are bare.
It's another thing. It's a Western style hotel.
It is.
Yeah.
In Japan, which I imagine puts it on a level of luxury.
Yeah. However, then we get introduced to the character of Alice. She is the worst.
She is probably the worst supporting character in the history of ever in Toku.
Well,
she's awful.
She's definitely up there. Shunpei and Onari still exist.
I think she's worse.
But the problem with her
I think she might be worse.
Yeah. And the biggest problem, like the fact, I definitely agree with you though. The problem with her, she can't fucking act.
Oh my goodness! She might be one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in a Toku show. Or Toku anything.
I was rewatching this show and I was like, I really can't remember why I stopped.
Yeah, you texted me that.
She is terrible.
Her delivery is so wooden and so lifeless.
No, see, The Room is still on that level of...
Here's the thing, The Room is so bad that it's good. Yeah. This is just painful.
It circles back around. This tried to circle back around and hit the brick wall.
It doesn't get over the line of so bad it's good.
And so it's Freddy got fingered bad.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
That's a weird example.
He's right.
It's so bad, it's bad. It's so bad, it's bad. And then it's so bad, it's good, but then it goes right back to
Well, I've never seen Freddy Got Fingered, but I can think of other major releases that I can definitely think are worse.
But Alice, I'm just sitting here like, you are legitimately awful. And we spend so much time with you.
So much of the plot revolves around her.
And the thing is, you can definitely see what they were trying to go for.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to replicate Kaoru. But Garo from Gero Season 1 and 2 had a very,
could act.
Yeah, she was really, I love
Kaoru and Garu's relationships is one of my favorite romances in Toku ever. Yes, I love their relationship because the actors have good chemistry. Both of them can act. And Kaoru wasn't freaking terrible.
Although I do wish, this is something I didn't say in the Garo review, I wish they would have used her as a fighter more. Because I remember her at the end of Season 1, she can actually fight. And I'm just like, why didn't you use that?
Because she's a woman in a Garo show and not a Makai priest.
This is true.
Well, I mean...
Speaking of Makai priest, let's see. The first one that we end up getting introduced to, because the whole thing is about getting this dragon egg to bring back this dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon,
A Dragon
warrior,
Knight.
a Dragon Knight, who is like the precursor to the Makai Knights.
Ryukishi.
Let's see. Several characters are in this show that we definitely do recognize.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who played the first Makai priestess we see
Right.
is in Fies as Mari.
Oh,
and
okay.
is in Kiva as the queen.
Mm.
And the guy who plays the Dragon Knight was Ryuki as the second Zolda. He was the butler. He was in Kabuto as the main bad guy.
Oh, okay.
And Gaim as
He was the
Fruit guy.
owner of the Parfait Cafe.
Yep.
Gaim.
So, and he was also in Amazon season 1 as a serial killer. He's
Yeah.
done a lot of Toku stuff. We just recognize him.
I mean,
As soon as I saw his face.
good on him for getting the work. He's a good actor.
Seriously.
He does something good every couple
He's
years.
he's one of the things I liked about this show.
Yeah.
Was the Dragon Knight himself.
He's threatening.
He's threatening.
Although I still
He's
love-
got a cool costume.
There's
Yeah.
like the part when he first comes out and kills her
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And she's just like, kill me. And then he's just like, kill yourself. And he dabs on her and leaves. Speaking of which, do you know how Tommy dabs? Let's see. Ugh! I killed Nat today.
No, you broke me today. There's a difference.
But yeah, I'm just like,
God,
he has so many.
I hate you.
He has so many great moments, but I'm just like, you can't do but so much. And not to mention, they brought back Rekka.
Oh my god! When I texted you when she showed up again. I was like, "Oh, Rekka's back." Goody.
I think this takes place after the Togen Flute movie.
I think so too.
Yeah,
because
so-
we know because the characters Zero meets her like he knows who she is.
Yeah. And Jabby's not in this.
I swear, the instant she shows up, like
The action immediately slowed down.
the action,
Yeah.
she is doing these unnecessary flips and kicks, but she does them so slowly.
Are you done?
She's not a good actress.
Are you done? I'm gonna go
And-
make a sandwich. I'll be back. Oh, you're still flipping. Okay.
I'm gonna go make some fondue. It'll
You
probably
want a
melt
club
by the time
sandwich?
you're
I'm
done.
making a club sandwich. I'm taking your flips as yes.
You want some baked Alaska? I'm making some baked
I haven't
Alaska.
had baked Alaska forever.
Oh no, you blocked it. Guess the fight better continue. I guess we gotta continue the fight now.
She hasn't gotten any better in
It's,
between the
it's,
times.
it's like Wi-Fi versus dial-up.
It really is.
Oh my god! Remember that, kids?
Nope.
I
Because half
do.
of our people.
Let's just say a lot of our audience members are below the age of 20.
It's like the weirdest thing because once again, you've been having those fights between Zero and the Dragon Knight,
Yeah.
which are really fast because once again, that
Which
guy
are
has
good.
martial arts training, as we've known for many years. But then we
Oh,
end up
you mean
getting
a
the
guy in
ones-
an action show who can fight? What a surprise!
Then we end up getting Rekka and Kagome, and I'm just like neither. Well, Kagome to an extent, she's sort of okay with fighting. She's been in enough shows where she sort of has to be.
Yeah.
Which one's Kokome again?
She was Mari and Fies, the queen.
Oh, she was the other Makai. She was
Yeah.
the Makai priestess.
the one who
that
sacrificed herself
Right,
in the
right,
show,
right.
and I'm just like, I don't care anymore. But yeah, then we end up getting
She
the
was
fights.
just kind of annoying right from the get
She
go.
was.
Yeah.
But it's just like you end up getting these other fights, and I'm just like, what?
I don't really blame
happened?
her for that.
Yeah, she's just not written well.
None of the characters in this show are written very
Alice
well.
especially. And I sort of see where they were trying to go, Alice in Wonderland type of thing.
Is that what they
That
were
was-
going for?
That was more
if
Garo movie. That was more of the fourth Garo movie.
No, it's more
I feel
because they were just
is
focusing
it
on
though?
her.
Because if that's what they were going for, they completely missed the mark entirely. I never got that feel once throughout this show.
She's introduced to this whole new world that she just fell into.
Don't.
And then,
Anybody say
although
that.
I will give this show this, they killed her at the end.
Yeah, at least there's that. We don't have to see her anymore.
I'm sitting here like
This is now the best show ever because she died.
you could have tried.
Thank you.
You could have tried to rehash Gero season 1 and parts of 2 really, really easily,
Yeah.
which they sort of were going to do, and they just killed her at the end. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is how it's supposed to go. Also, I love
People
the fact
die.
I love the fact that when Kagome ended up sacrificing herself, and then we ended up getting to see Zero's like because they brought back the timer.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, the
And-
timer was in Black Blood too.
Yeah, but it was like much more prevalent here because it ran out in the very last episode.
Yeah.
And when he was fighting the big dragon, and then his wolf horror
A thing happens.
form, and then he was like biting the dragon, and the more he bit the dragon, the more he tricked the dragon's characteristics,
Yeah.
which I thought was sort of cool. But
One of my biggest problems with the show is its structure.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
It's trying to meld Monster of the Week Garo action with an overall arcing narrative, and it does. It's executed terribly.
Like, this show has one episode.
I think this show has some of the best monster designs I've ever seen in Garo. I love
Oh, yeah. That's
I love the dragon design in this. Like, the designs of the dragon, the designs of the horrors that Garo fights are wonderful.
Although there is that one moment where, once again, like, the dragon's horns open and naked ladies come out.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens.
This show has one very good episode,
Equality.
though, and I do want to talk about it.
Equality, sorry.
Episode 3. It's the one with the dad.
Yeah! You know, I like that episode.
That episode was really good.
I liked that episode.
That episode brought some emotion.
But then that begs the question of, why weren't the rest of them like that?
Why weren't the rest of... It's not just why weren't the rest of them like that, it's why weren't the rest of them as good.
Yeah.
Because it's like the dad is coming to the city to look for his son.
To look for his son, who is the horror of that episode, and he mistakes Zero for his son.
From the back at one point, and then they end up having like their, he tells them about it while he treats them to like parfait or something.
It's like a billion cakes. Yeah. A billion pieces of cake.
I was like, I'm sort of jealous, but at the same time, I can feel my teeth running away. But yeah, it's just like they end up having that whole thing, and they end up finding out later on that the son is the horror, and Zero recognizes this.
Has to kill him.
And the son's supposed to meet his dad at like the place that he met him at when he was lost when he was a kid.
Yep.
And this episode had a lot of emotion in it. And you really feel that.
I think it's mainly because the guy playing the dad was a really good actor.
Yeah.
The guy who played the dad was very good.
I shed one tear. Just one. But it was there. That's the point.
I didn't, but I cared. That's more than I can say for the rest of the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here like, wow, this is actually a little bit heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, all right, I get it. I remember this episode from the first time, but now I'm just like, all right. And not to mention, Alice wasn't in this episode that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to count that as a win.
Yeah, we're counting it. But yeah, this show is terrible.
This show is just awful.
And it's literally because of the side characters.
Side character in particular, but...
Well,
Rekka certainly doesn't help.
No, she doesn't. Like, Zero's still fine, but the fact that we end up focusing so much on Alice, and I'm just like, you are a character I never want to see again. And they kill her. And I'm just like, you've done the greatest justice that this show needed for itself.
By dying. Her character is just so, like, again, it's just horribly written, horribly acted. Why are you here? What are you doing?
Would I recommend the show? No. I would recommend episode 3.
Just episode 3.
Just episode 3.
Yeah. It's basically its own standalone story.
Yeah.
So, it works. And then he tells her to go kill herself again. He dabs out.
And on that note,
join us next time as we start another month.
The month of W.
The month of W. We're going to say W, and you're going to deal with it.
Because deal with it. W.
The dab.
We were cool.
Should we do a Tokucast dab out?
Yeah.
See you next time, everybody.
Go to our Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All the things.
Yes.
All the things.
And support us wherever you like. Share us to your friends. Share us to your family. Share us to somebody you don't know.
Share us to somebody you don't know. Share Nerd in Denial to somebody you don't know as well, please.
Share it to people you know as well.
That would also help. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
W month. Also, we're including Chodeno.
Chodeno, yeah.
That's at the very end.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.